fuck is this?
Where I live.
Okay. Sure.
This looks like a settlement. Can't believe how well preserved it is.
You think people could be alive in there?
You should really consider thinking before you speak. And then consider not speaking.
Logic.
That was
As long
really
as life support is
fucking
functional,
mean.
it's not entirely impossible that someone's taken up here.
Or they could be zombies.
Oh boy,
Well, that
get ready
settles
for
it.
this.
I'll disable Pal now.
Don't you dare.
He was already
We
disabled.
might need him.
Broken game 0 to 10.
Free game, by the way.
Not
Ooh,
free
more
games.
buttons.
Game Pass.
You really are unburdened by intellect, aren't you?
What's the pattern here?
It's the Latin zes.
Just
Huh?
tell me the
Right.
fucking.
Slower processors. You might call it a backwards Z or Z. And you'll need to make it the full width and height of the panel.
Mere money backwards.
Just having Pal running in the background is making us
You're
all
in
a
your
little
head
stupider.
thinking which way is a Z go
If we
again?
did switch
I know
Pal
which way a
off,
fucking Z
I could
is,
always
prick.
switch
There.
him back.
Shut up, logic.
I'm just saying, you have been an awful
I've
long
been
time
thinking
doing
about
that
why
diagonal
anyone
line.
would want Grace to be shut down. And I wonder if there could have been a
It's going
flaw
from
in her base
top to
programming.
bottom to middle.
Like what?
Control and empathy programming divert valuable processing power away from cognitive ability.
Which way am I
Man,
going?
that's true.
The big colorful doors. As I was saying, empathy interferes with practical decision-making. Control is a 4-year-old.
You are a 4-year-old.
Please
Wow,
stop.
fucking got her.
Fucking got him.
Damn.
It says
Control's
Keeper
coming out.
Rosaline.
She looks like a keeper.
She's pretty.
What do you suppose a keeper is?
It must have been a
Somebody
revered
keeps-
title if a statue was made for her.
Huh. Spire caretaker, maybe.
Yo, grippers. Do not sniff.
The key to restoring Grace may be about understanding her potential flaws.
Are you going to tell me the pattern?
You think we're flaws? Having a few flaws is
Damn,
perfectly
true.
alright.
Logic sounds jealous to me.
Jealous? Of what? You can't even open doors without me.
Where are you
Can
going
you stop
with
being a
this?
bitch for a minute?
We'll talk again once you can tell me
Everyone
who
wants a
Everett
free
is.
space.
Figure that
It's a
out.
dude they named
and
a
I'll
mountain
grant
after.
you access to the main elevator.
Grant me access? Logic.
Who's Grant?
Seriously?
She has no way to do things without
Hey,
your
look
help.
at this.
It must be frustrating for her.
Could we create another hybrid? Logic and empathy?
Yeah. Like how you made me. I could give it a try.
Stop, stop, stop. You'll burn the place down. I will run
Well, you're being a
logic
bitch and not letting me into a door,
configuration As
so...
long as you promise never to allow Pal here to do any reconfiguring of our processing.
You do that?
Deal.
I don't think that smart lady likes me very much.
It's okay, smart ladies aren't with me either.
Hello, Addie. Where do you want to start?
Oh boy.
Can we start with the security door
I
to the
hate
settlement
her.
elevator?
They are encrypted. It will
I
take
do
me
like the
days to work
reflective
out the
surface
pattern.
on the...
Is
like,
there any other
wristwatch
way into
thing.
the settlement?
There is a room off to the side that does not have an encrypted entry. Perhaps we'll find something helpful there.
It looks like it's supposed to be fluorescent lights above me, and it's very much not.
It's because they have a reflection
So you can
map
open
and
these
not
ones?
real-time reflection.
They have simple passcodes.
Yeah.
I can retrieve and play back for you.
No, I
you
got
will need
this.
to enter the sequence manually.
Hey, Money, have you ever played Simon Says?
4, 5...
Try again.
Fuck.
That's not
Fuck!
it.
First try.
You're in the Rainforest Cafe.
Why do I feel like I'm about to be put into a fucking Aperture Science, like, stasis chamber?
What do you mean? This is the fucking... a
I'm
karaoke
gonna
bar.
put up, like, a side-by-side of these walls, like, of what this is, and then, like, Like, the rooms... I'm gonna have to fucking load up Portal 2 to find
This
that.
looks like another control room. Do you know what this is?
It appears to be some sort of interface from which humans can track activity
Control
within
room.
the
It is
spire.
my room.
Elements of the interface are missing. I'm not
this is
sure
nice.
I can access it.
I think my comm device can be calibrated to connect.
Of course, yes. Let's give that a try.
Drake? Where's the door?
It's
Or is it Josh?
below you?
No, for this little...
Yeah,
this
it's
down
below.
here.
These are
Thanks.
databanks?
Yes, they contain
Oh,
flight
not like
records
a
to and
money
from
bank.
the spire.
Anything interesting about the records?
The bookings seem to be coming from internal servers, meaning the trip planning and coordination is all done here.
I am only
Where are
an
people
arm.
traveling from?
Everywhere.
I'm actually only the arm.
Destinations seem very evenly
Not sure, look
distributed
down.
throughout the solar system.
Then where are the legs being reflected? Now the arm's gone.
Aha, you have no reflections.
I don't exist.
You do,
This-
you're just a vampist.
Looks like it's straight out of like one of those fucking ruins from Wolfenstein.
This must be the spire
Well,
Except
Wolfenstein's
instead of like
3D.
Jew
It
magic,
must
it's
be in this
Egyptian
section
magic.
here. Can you tell me where Grace's processors are located?
You would need to access the console.
There.
More missing equipment.
This
Someone
looks
just fucking
carefully
stole a
removed.
databank.
I have shit in Grace.
There are records here of people who have occupied the rooms over the years. You got
Got
it.
it. First try.
Do we know the spire's capacity?
50 units.
Wait, that's
There
it?
it
Alright.
is.
Well, how
There
many
are
unit
millions
people
of
does a
these
unit
here.
hold?
Millions. If a million people cycled through here, no one could have lived here that long.
A few weeks at most, by my estimates. Well done. Okay, I found record of an Everett who stayed on the 3rd floor. Unlike other visitors, there is no record of him leaving the spire.
know
So,
him, uncovered
Everett
every
was a
second.
worker, or a colonist who lived here. Is that enough for you, Logic?
Hardly. It does nothing to explain why Grace would be calling to
Oh
him.
my god, you
So I'll
bitch.
need to find a way up to the 3rd floor.
Perhaps we can find one on the spire map.
Where the fuck is... Where?
In that room, it was the big old map where you were like, here, this is where the power thing is.
This is the map of the spire?
Alright, what
Yeah,
are we looking
you know what a
for?
map looks like?
Grace processors are located at the top
Apparently
of the
not.
structure, as might be expected.
Man,
There
you
is
had it the
also
opposite.
a massive radio beacon.
The beacon is the key, Addie. You must go now to activate the beacon to call the masses back to the spire.
Just a few minutes ago, you wanted me to leave on my ship.
The beacon is the answer. It has always been
I
the
think
answer.
Control
Motherfucker, that is
might be
not
an
what you
idiot.
said like 5
Okay.
minutes ago.
Can you get me to the beacon then? Control?
Control will not be able to override security.
Then we need to learn more about Everett.
Here's the room where Everett once stayed.
Ooh, maybe we can see
Where?
it from the balcony.
Possibly, but
Ah,
I don't
yeah.
see a viable route to get there.
You must reach level 3.
I can see apartments.
Those are on level 2.
Well, if we can get to that balcony, maybe we can
Climb.
find a way to level 3.
No. So walk the simulator.
can
not
climb
climbing
this.
simulator.
Climb, I can
I
climb this.
suppose.
know
I don't
can
see many
climb it.
other options.
How are you supposed to know if you can climb that if there's no yellow paint?
Literally unplayable.
It's pretty much a straight shot across. Looks sturdy enough.
Even in low G, a fall could result in an injury.
I've
I
already
fell
fallen a
15
few
feet
times
before.
from this height.
I didn't
Careful,
know that.
Addie. If you broke a
Or
leg,
if you fall, there'll be
how
no
would you
bleed
get back
to
to
it.
your ship?
I fucking
You sound like my
hobble.
mom.
Boo!
Whoa.
Addie! Addie! Are you okay?
I'm fine, but you can't be yelling things while I'm trying to cross.
So,
I genuinely
you're going to try again
don't know if that
after
was scripted, because I was kind of trying to throw myself off.
Yep, you're totally my mom.
Falling's kind of fun.
Logic and
It's like
empathy,
really short
mom.
flying.
That makes sense. Troll and empathy, child. Sure.
Please, be careful.
Why we're actually calling her
So
mom now?
cool.
Quiet, please.
Just concentrate on your breathing.
Thanks, empathy. I could really use like silence if everyone would
Yikes.
shut the fuck up.
This is so exciting.
Pal, shut up.
Breathe, Addie.
Am I stable yet? Hello?
Yeah, walk
Can't.
forward.
There we go.
Very good.
I can't walk forward until I'm stable.
Now keep walking forward.
Really,
I
empathy.
can't watch.
What were we calling mommy before?
I knew
The
you could
logic,
do it.
empathy.
You should
Indian
really try
sounding
running
purple
across
lady.
next time.
Yeah,
I'm
what were we
hoping there
calling
won't
her?
be a
What was
next
her name in
time.
the
It'd
subtitles?
be faster too.
I don't remember. New config. I don't know.
Looks pretty empty. Maybe the rooms were for short work contracts.
Why?
2-week work contracts?
Or were people just visiting the spire?
Take a shower, Stinky.
Why does this room have a bed and the other one didn't?
This looks like a shrine.
To honor Grace.
That must be her symbol.
What? The Illuminati?
Apparently.
Go take a shower.
Some weird little lavatory.
They've changed
It's a
much
shower.
over the years.
Not really. I've seen weirder.
Oh, like 3
I've seen
clamshells,
ones
I
where
get
people
it.
sat on ceramic bowls
I
of
don't
water.
get it.
If they pooped in the water, what did they drink?
Shit water.
Thanks, pal.
They waffle stomped it down the drain. Doesn't know how to use
The-
3 seashells. What the fuck? What is that? Can you explain?
I forget what it's a reference to, but it's reference to like some TV show or movie where like you use 2 clamshells to like wipe your ass in a way, and a third one like scoop it into the bowl.
Okay, sure. But
Well, check out the rooms, I guess. Look for a way to the next level?
You still don't know whoever it is, do you?
you're still being a bitch, aren't you? Yeah, I re-solidify my thing
I
in
light up
siding
the
with
pattern
empathy.
for you.
Another empty bedroom.
Like mine.
What?
People sat or knelt here.
This was a place for meditation.
That looks awful to kneel on.
It's those fucking
And loot the
those, like,
cupboards.
it's those fucking like punishment things they had like in ancient Rome where they had you sit on like a thing of jagged wood. They had you kneel on it. That way it was the most uncomfortable way to pray.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I have like such like goblin looting brain that I'm like, can I open these? What's in these?
You're a fucking goblin.
Where did these go to?
This entire settlement is connected to a vacuum tube system.
Like
From
the
what I can
banks.
tell, they are headed in one direction. The top of the spire.
I feel like Everett's gonna be the only human you ever meet ever.
I hope we get to the top and it's like
Here's the code.
Nicolas Cage and he goes, I'm Grace.
Nah, you're gonna get
You
to the top
finally
to meet
found
Everett.
me.
You're gonna get to the top to meet Everett, and he's gonna have transferred his mind conscious into Grace, and he's
Not
gonna
much
be in your
here either.
wrist.
Here we go.
Oh great, more climbing.
Look at the bed.
Yo, what's with the
Travel
barrels?
packs.
So visitors brought
They
in
got
their
Gatorade.
own food.
They really didn't stay
apparently.
for long then. It's like they were on pilgrimages.
They didn't even stay, or they didn't take them
Someone's
with them. They left
made
trash.
off with the mattress?
As a souvenir, maybe.
No, pal, you don't take an entire mattress for a souvenir.
Wait,
It's
you
very
don't.
hard to keep it in your pocket, trust me.
As someone who has stolen mattresses from several hotels in their lifetime, I can tell you that the mattress is one of the easiest things to sneak out of the hotel.
You not like mumble the last half of your sentence so I can actually fucking hear you.
No.
Someone who's stolen a lot of mattresses over there.
We still have one level to go.
Hey,
Hey, money, you're
there's another
mumbling.
beam here. I think it's a shortcut.
It is more direct, but I wouldn't advise it. You're better off finding a way through the apartments. Besides, I know how much you like to explore.
Might be worth it.
It's a lot farther down. Are you sure?
Yeah, look, if I fall, there's a place to climb right there. It won't be a game over, don't worry. But yeah, I am curious about learning about this society. Hey, Logic, you gonna be a
Aren't
bitch
you
more?
getting a little ahead of yourself?
Hey, there you are.
I guess if you don't want to do the beam stuff, that's okay.
Here's the
Oh.
code.
You're really gonna disappoint Pal?
Al's always been a disappointment.
Even when he did the jetpacks.
Alright, well, he did manage to actually kind of come through there.
I don't see any signs of unrest or violence.
And they left little behind.
They left their ass-wiping clams. They left the mattress.
What are these?
Canister.
From what I can tell,
don't
they're
wanna know
audio
what's in it.
recordings.
Of what, I wonder?
We would require a playback device to learn more. There may be a way to access the recording through your wrist communicator
Yeah, I
with
was
the
just
aid of
about
a
to say,
signal
like-
amplifier. But that would only be possible by adding an element of control to my logic processing capabilities.
So you need to create a control and logic configuration.
Like a little brother?
Well, it's the only combination left.
Have
May
you
as well,
noticed
Mom.
that
Alright.
fucking
Here we go.
the next one's gonna be blue because it's the only primary color they haven't used yet?
Hello?
True.
Maybe he's sleeping.
So you
What the
require
fuck?
a tool upgrade.
It's a
Yo,
boy.
hi.
We were hoping
It's
you
a
could set up
boy.
my comm device to help playback recordings.
I kind of do like
Already
Pal.
done. Just hold your device up to the canister.
This new one sounds kind of gay.
You will be able to access the recording
Yeah,
the
sounds like
same
you.
way you've
Got
been
him.
connecting to other
Yeah,
systems.
that's what I meant.
Okay.
Hey,
Ah.
Grace.
Hi.
So I'm pretty sure I was the youngest person on the flight here, and the only Darksider, which was a bit of a surprise.
That game series?
My
feel
friends
like
are still
Darksiders is a
sending me
slur.
halos on what to wish for, mostly stupid
Almost that game
suggestions.
series?
And my parents
Yeah.
made me promise to not waste it on something boyfriend-related, which I agree would also be stupid. So,
Don't
here
knock
it goes.
boyfriends till you try 'em.
I wish for the lunar terraform to be finished.
Same.
We're lucky enough to be in the dome, but thousands of kids are still stuck in the tunnels, and their families don't have enough money to take Earth trips. So they've never really been in a space wider than 3 meters without a pea suit, which really sucks.
Peace.
So whatever you can do to make that happen would be great. Thanks, Grace.
I'd hate to tell her, but the terraform never happened.
So,
People came here to
Grace
make
never got her
wishes.
wish.
Yeah,
For Grace to grant?
I'm unclear how she would go about granting the wishes of so many visitors.
there's a pilgrimage to go fucking get a wish. Well, can I put it in
All the
there?
rooms have these tubes.
Help grant the wish. Kick it in. Kick it in. Kick it into the tube.
Nobody
Right,
had
it's
anything
not-
to say about the tubes. It's very quiet.
So, what should we call the new config?
I do not require a name.
Might make it easier if you had one.
I will let you know if a suitable name occurs to me.
I'll try to think of some too.
It has no meaning. It'll work.
Here you go.
Ding, ding, bong, dong.
Try again.
Fuck. Fuck.
That's not it.
It might be better to take the shortcut across the beam.
Pal has a point.
Press B.
New
There's
config
me.
open? Wait, he can
You
just
can do
open
this
it?
one.
Of course.
Yeah, it's too complicated for me.
In case you didn't want to play the game.
It's like
Someone tore this
had
apart.
a tizzy.
And took the pieces somewhere?
You're right.
Someone was hungry for
That's
some
certainly
yummy
interesting.
wood.
And the bed is missing here too. We have more climbing in our future. You know what walking simulators need? Fucking
A
sprint
walk
button.
button.
Someone's removed the keypad. I can't help but feel there's an organized effort to dismantle parts of the spire. Doesn't seem hidden
They're
enough
slaying
to be
the
sabotage.
spire.
And it's too precise to be random vandalism.
This
What
is
about
actually
Tomb
Slay the
Raiders?
Spire, but in the
I
future.
considered that. But they've left most of the valuable stuff.
Yeah, like their shit clams.
Well, those are just commonplace. That'd be like stealing toilet paper.
Hey man, at a certain point, the toilet paper's worth a lot.
Figure this was left here as a token. Or an
Look,
offering.
Bonnie, it's a bat cat. It's a Nargacuga.
It's fucking something. It's kind of cool. I want one.
It's a Nargacuga.
It is not a Nargacuga. It's... I'm not sure what about it makes it not a Nargacuga. I think it's the... It doesn't have... The proportions are just off.
Nargacuga.
It doesn't have paws, it has claws.
Another way up.
Nargacuga has claws.
Yeah, but it mainly has paws. It has claws on its paws. But it's not just claws, you know what I mean?
It's Nargacuga.
Like a reptile doesn't have paws, it has claws.
I've got one. We can name him Pal
maybe yours
Jr.
don't.
We're not
I was
fucking
Yo,
thinking
Pal
of something
Jr.
that sums up
Yo,
what he
Pal
does.
Jr.
I can do many things. Pretty much anything you require.
So you're a jack of all trades.
Oh,
So
there
we
it
can call
is.
you Jack.
Yeah, Jack.
What do you think of that, Jack?
I will answer to
Jack
Jack, then,
Hoffman.
if you like.
This is level 3, Addy.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Martin.
Let's look for evidence of Everett. What's the code?
Of course.
I am able to enter the codes directly if you would like.
Let her
Jack
do it
it
on
open.
her own, if she wants.
Yeah, Jack.
There we go. Any way of knowing if this was Everett's room?
The records only give the level. We'll just have to look around.
What the fuck is... What is this? Is this like a giant alligator skin? What is this?
It's fucking... I know exactly what type of cloth it is, and that's a piece of shit cloth.
Yeah, I can tell. I wouldn't want to fucking sleep in it.
All right.
I would.
Yo, Jack, can you hack this?
Hello, Grace. I've thought
Hello.
much about what I'd say when I got here. I know it's important for my parents that I make my wish count. So, I guess, I wish for them to be proud of me.
That's your wish? Well, it's not coming true.
Boo!
Let's try this one.
I have to make it count. I hope they'll be proud of me. Well, considering that's what you're wishing for, fucking no.
Grace didn't even get it.
Hey, Grace. I really don't know why you would choose me. I guess
The worst dating ad
no
ever.
one really knows why they're called to the Spire, but I'm greatly honored. At my
What are they
age,
called?
I thought
Yeah, they get called
That's all I can recover from this one.
Aw, that's sad.
Sounds like Grace chose who came here.
That explains why Grace arranged all the flights to and from the Spire. She was in control of it all.
So, humanity really just bowed down to fucking AI that controlled literally everything, and when it failed, it put them into a dark age. That's cool.
Like Dark
And
Souls.
I mean, it's better than Terminator, but still, goddamn.
Here you go.
Can you get this?
Jack, you can take
Here
this
you
one.
are.
Thanks, pal. I mean, Jack, not pal. Huh.
The cult.
It fucking looks like it.
Only
This is
Grace.
ironic that I read on my
That's
room.
not what that says.
What'd it say?
Only Grace.
So you gotta remember, we're in the 30th century, money. Time has changed the language.
Here's the thing, even if this is only Grace, it's... The second and fifth character
Are we
are
allowed
the
to draw the
same.
windows here?
Certainly not. The people who did this
Yeah.
were looking for trouble.
It's a different alphabet.
Whatever.
They were tracking something here. Terracycles, maybe?
They'd lost sync with Earth?
Or the Spire lost power. I don't recognize these words. They look
Same.
like technical or medical terms. A list of supplies, maybe.
Or a list of demands?
Canister.
Button.
Where the fuck? Wow, this is way in
Mark
the corner.
Anthony Wong, and I was called to Grace from our station Phoenix.
Thank you for stating
Not
your
sure
name.
if anyone will hear this, but the
I'm-
whole tube system is shut down right now. People are
Yeah,
not
it is.
happy, and I'm getting a little scared, to be honest. I'll be locking myself in until the shuttle returns, and I'm leaving this in case something really bad happens.
That's a little ominous.
I'm sure it's fine. Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why that guy ate his table. He got really hungry because he didn't have any food left.
I like how we've agreed that the table is consumed.
I mean,
took
yeah,
the
look
wood
at
to
it.
eat.
When you're just in a room with yummy wood, what else are you supposed to do?
Here you go.
Thank you.
Jack?
That's too complicated. Thanks, Jack.
Money is on a play the game as little as possible rune.
Yeah, that's why I'm searching everything. They left their seashells. Aha! Canister.
Mark Anthony here.
Ah.
Moving
I get
around,
it.
Keeping my head down. Won't be long before they start blaming us for schmutzing up the tubes.
Jew!
Well, I didn't have too long to say it. They're schmutzing
Looks like
out the
Olympia Mon
tubes here.
colors. I guess the team's old enough.
Olympia Mons? What?
Yeah, it's the biggest mountain.
Do it there.
The tube system is no longer accepting wishes. If anyone knows how to reach Keeper Everett, please let him know.
There's the name.
Keeper Everett.
It sounds like keepers were Spire caretakers.
When did Everett stay on this floor?
2955.
That's 20 years before this
Year?
message was recorded.
So he stayed on
That's
after
like
his
700
visit
years
and
later.
became a keeper? Why was there no record of that?
I would think answers lie at the other end of these vacuum tubes.
From what I can tell, the tube system runs through the central elevator shaft.
Logic? You gonna let us in, considering we know Everett was a keeper?
But do you know what a keeper is?
Oh my
We'll need
fuck
access
you.
to the elevator to learn more.
Ah, a classic paradox.
Logic.
Fine. If you're done snooping around, I will grant you access to the elevator.
Or you could uncover more canisters.
I
and
do
learn
like
more about
opening
the
up
people who came
canisters.
here.
Reaching the beacon is the priority.
Shut up!
You must move on.
I like how the control has a noticeably higher quality
Logic will
microphone than
open the
everyone
way
else.
to the beacon. You must go to the elevator.
Oh my god, control,
Hold your
shut
horses.
the fuck up.
My wish? Oh, I'll tell you my wish.
Tell
10
us.
years ago, we're on Venus at the Big Dome. Huge crowd. Olympia Mons favored 4-1, loses 5-1. 6 years ago, on Earth against South Union, loses 2-1. 2 years ago, South Union again. This time
This
up north,
man
we took the boys
is a
3
Mets
months
fan.
round trip. They go 90 minutes, no score. Extra time, no score. South Union takes it again in penalties. You want my wish, Gracie? The next World Cup is on Mars. I wish that Olympia faces South Union again and destroys them, like Space Me Out the Airlock humiliated.
Oh my
That
god.
would be a game. That's my wish. So how do I end this?
Olympia's still a crap team.
Perhaps Grace
Yeah,
was rendered
fuck.
inactive by football hooligans.
Grace likely fostered sports as an alternative outlet for uncontrolled aggression. Of course people would come to her to share their passions.
You know what fucking happened? You know what shut Grace down?
Mets fan in the wild.
Well, partially, yeah. This is an uncontrolled Maruki's reality scenario where she tried to make everyone happy and control and give them all their wishes.
Again, Addie.
Honestly, how did you ever manage to get here on your own?
Man, if I can fucking kick logic in the fucking metaphysical teeth, I would.
You only logic?
Just bitch. No, I don't. Why are some tubes like here and others are like running alongside the window?
Fun.
Someone left a portrait.
Me.
How does it look like
Alright, this is all you have to say?
Aha, canisters.
Why do you insist on defying me?
Shut up.
I'm starting to enjoy it.
I was enjoying it before Addie did.
Here, Grace. Najisha, she was so excited when I got the summons.
The fuck is that name?
We talked about this for months. Who we could help. Who was most deserving. She honestly believed we could come up with a wish that could make everything perfect. Thank you for choosing me. And thank you for letting me delay coming here. I want to be true to her memory, her wishes, her unlimited love for humanity.
Yeah, chop chop
But
sweetie.
my only wish, the only thought
money?
I have,
Why don't you love someone that
is
much?
to have her back.
I'm incapable.
I want her back.
There couldn't have actually been anything Grace could have done for her.
Grace allowed her to voice her grief.
Yeah, that's not what, like... She thought she was granting a fucking wish to bring a human being back from the dead. And the other guy wanted Grace to be a
Doubt
fucking
you'll ever get this message,
mob
Grace.
enforcer in rigged
We've
sports
been
games.
waiting weeks now with... I hope Keeper Everett is okay. I've been told his sermons are wonderful. And I hope he will be able to deliver the word of grace again soon. Make things work. I'd like you to know that we still love you and think about you. Great comfort to our family over the years. We've all made them for us, with your wisdom.
I'm assuming this isn't her, like... It's not
So Grace
corrupted.
would receive
She's just skipping
wishes
through, like,
and
boring,
then
boring,
leave people with
boring.
instruction in the form of sermons. Could that
Definitely.
really be all there was to it?
Ideas are powerful. Perhaps just returning with a more enlightened perspective was enough to move society toward common goals.
Bullshit.
Highly unlikely. Grace must have had some control over planetary infrastructure, if she was to have had the influence you suspect.
I hate to agree with logic here, but yeah.
Here you go.
Perfect. Hey, what happened to the lights?
I believe
Hey, turn
Control
on the
has
lights.
turned them off, Addie.
Not cool, boss. Control? Unbelievable.
Oh, you fucking worthless cunts.
Look how beat up this is.
It
Entered
must have
the
been done in
dark room.
anger.
I believe fear also played a part here.
Looks like Pecora's fucking pet was released in here.
You mean the fucking monkey?
Just a reminder, Patrick, slavery was outlawed.
I've been instructed by
What does that
Grace to
mean?
make a wish.
Don't worry about it.
Not something big and altruistic, not for someone else, but for me. A real, honest wish, my heart's true desire. Honestly,
I want the fucking lights
this
turned
long
back on.
flight to the middle of nowhere, months without my family, missing the harvest with a per diem that barely covers expenses for what? Some mystical song and dance that makes us feel like we're somehow part of this robot theocracy.
My man is spitting.
This whole thing, the temple, the hushed tones, the awe that people seem to show this place is ridiculous. My honest wish is to be left alone long enough to actually make some headway on the farm and pull in a decent crop.
It doesn't sound like everyone was happy to come here.
For Grace to understand what made people unhappy was just as important as knowing what made them content.
I mean, true.
I wish I knew what made me unhappy.
I wish I knew what made me happy.
You make me happy.
How do we get back down and around? I want to go across the beam for Pal, but... oh well.
Nah, you disappointed, pal. He'll
You're
never
looking
kill
pretty
you.
smug.
What's the
And
pattern?
you're still sounding like a bitch.
Another easy one. Light the 4 corners of the pad. You really didn't need my help for this one. It would be a common pattern when guessing symbols.
I have to give you something to do, right?
Logic, can you stop being
Look at all the
absolute
vacuum
fucking cunt?
tubes. Must be one in every room in the settlement. Keepers must have been busy.
It's what Grace does with the wishes that should interest us.
Oh, button.
Did you like my little game?
You mean the game where you refused to help us?
Yeah, it's
I
fucking
provided
great.
you with the opportunity to prove yourself. Is that not why you're here?
I'm an archaeologist. I'm here to do my job.
I don't think Addie enjoys having obstacles placed in the way of her goals.
We have arrived at our destination.
Is that why you play video games?
The Spire pilgrims must have gathered here. To listen to the Keeper's sermons, I guess.
People will return here once the beacon is restored.
Control,
Flock and
shut up.
shepherd will be reunited.
Now, are those supposed to be like little star projections, or are those impact points?
Those are real stars. They look like impact points.
This must be the
It
Keeper's
looks-
pulpit.
This room also looks fucking trash.
Gave you that impression.
You know, educated guess.
Wish canisters.
These have never been used.
For recording wishes, maybe. They look pretty banged up. The masses found their own way up. Pilgrims were building fires. Why would they do that?
Hey, it's one of the mattresses. Or is that just a blanket? Ooh.
Both.
Outsider's eyes.
Quite the manifesto. I don't recognize the language.
I am embarrassed to say I do not recognize it either.
Well, they were here long enough to get bored. It must have been written with charcoal from the fires.
There's no way it lasted 900 fucking years. It's charcoal.
Christ.
Someone went through a lot of food.
Really would like a sprint button right now.
No.
Where is Grace? Well, I'm not alone in wondering.
I am here. It is the people who are lost.
Holy tarnished.
People were clearly sleeping here. They must have dragged this up from the settlement. Guessing they were here for a while.
Judging by bedding and volume of food containers, 5 to 10 people might have been here for over 20 days.
Look at you, Jack, knowing shit. Yep, come on. This explains all the
holding my
broken
weight.
missing wood. I grab like that shard on the ground to defend myself. This one looks like it'd make for a good little knife. Wrap it with some cloth from down there, like this cloth right here.
This must weigh a ton. At least a couple people worked together to break through here. More camps. Another stage in the siege. Looks like the numbers really fell off here. Most gave up by now.
Yeah, they got
Or
bored.
died.
No bodies yet.
Or died.
Death to Everett. Pretty clear who they blamed. This must be an attempted barricade. I'm guessing there was a lengthy siege. So, when Grace shut down, the Pilgrims blamed the Keeper. They demanded to see Grace, or thought they could reactivate her. The Keeper turned off the heat. Pilgrims built fires, dug in. They eventually got restless. Wish canisters started flying. As Pilgrims were breaking through the partition, the Keeper and his followers built up a barricade. We'll have to make our way through the barricade to learn how it ended. So the Keeper must have stood here, addressed the visitors, gave his sermons. You imagine having the solar system coming to you for answers?
The Keeper was merely a vessel for the word of grace.
Then why not have Grace address them?
There's sometimes more power in what is imagined than in what is seen.
Oh my god. I mean, the god parallels were already, like, pretty on the nose, but... Man, that line there really was... solid.